Hello, everyone. Welcome to TOI Digital, your daily guide to all that's happening in Indian cricket. Beyond the Boundary is the name of the show. And as always, we have a power packed show. Today, we're doing something different. We're getting you, the fans, a chance to be part of the show. And we've got some super fans who are going to be part of the show today. And we have got with us Prabhu, who's joining us from Chennai, Rakshit, Praveen Balusu, Crick Crazy Jones, and Abhijit Panda. It's a power pack show. We've got all the super fans of Indian cricket joining us in their best Indian jerseys, ready to share their views. Thanks a lot, gentlemen, for joining us today. Hope you're doing well. I want to start off with you, Prabhu. The ICC
Yes,
Women's World Cup has got underway in full steam yesterday. It was a power pack performance by India. What are your initial thoughts about this tournament coming to India once again?
I think the tournament kicks off on the 5th. But yeah, I know it's really good to have a cricket World Cup for women's in India, and being a home team, I believe this is our chance. Of course, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, but we are up for it. So it's a challenge which our team is up for it, and I'm sure all the fans are excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Rakshit, how are you looking at this particular Women's World Cup? It's coming to India after 12 years, the ODI version of the World Cup. How are you looking at it this time?
It's quite inspirational the way BCCI was conducting this tournament. I was part of the first game in Guwahati, where India is playing Sri Lanka, and have seen immense craze among the crowd. It was jam packed yesterday, and I've seen many young girls supporting the women's in the field. So it was very inspirational, and I just looking to see forward of this tournament.
Okay, Praveen, how are you looking at this tournament? This tournament, India started off with a fantastic performance in the opening game. Are you looking at them as one of the top contenders for the title?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, without any doubt, I'm looking forward to this nice World Cup. Firstly, kudos to BCCI for the way they shaped up the teams, our women teams in India. Yeah, and I believe, I mean, last time in 2011 we won that World Cup there, and I'm sure that our women team India will lift the World Cup here for the first time here in India. And super excited, looking forward for this.
Abhijit, what's your expectation from this World Cup from Harmanpreet Kaur and and her team, the women's team? How are they looking for you? The first game started off well, patchy in between, then came back strongly.
Yeah, I'd like to go one match before that against Australia, where we almost chased down the target of 400, where Smriti Mandhana and Harmanpreet played very well. So yesterday was exactly opposite of it, where India women, like the openers were not doing their part, but the middle or late order, late middle order kicked in. So the flaws has been fixed so far as from the first match, I would say. So things are looking positive, and as the tournament progresses, I hope the team will become the perfect and will peak at just the right time.
And finally, the man who is the craziest about cricket, Crick Crazy Jones. Jones, hope you're doing well. This tournament promises to be the turning point in Indian women's cricket. Am I right in saying that?
Yes, I think in last 7 to 8 years, India has been playing very well. Especially the 2017 ODI Women's ODI World Cup was the biggest game changer. Once they qualified into the final. So in last 7 8 years, we have seen the growth the BCCI initiated with WPL, and we have seen the rise of young talents as well. And the gap is reducing as well. If you look at in the last decade, Australia was dominating women's cricket, but if you look at in last few years, India has find a way to beat them in couple of occasions in Australia and in even the second ODI in the recently concluded series as well. So I think India is showing some guts against stronger opposition, especially against Australia, and that's a very good sign as well moving forward. Especially last time they didn't qualify into the semi-finals, so I really hope they qualify into the semi-finals, and it's just matter of two games as well. So I hope they can cross the line for the first time in women's cricket.
Now, coming to the elephant in the room, Prabhu, we've seen what happened for the last fortnight in Dubai and Abu Dhabi with the Indian men's team and the Pakistan men's team. Are you expecting something similar to happen on Sunday when India plays Pakistan? No shake hands, no interaction between the two teams, no looking at each other at toss. What are your expectations from that match? It's a game on Sunday.
I think all these are more. Yes, it's dramatic. It's no, the passion. The nation comes first. All this happens, but I think as fans, we should keep everything aside and focus on what is happening inside the ground. The intensity will be there, but I think what we need to take away is to see how our team shapes up going into the next games. Each game we need to take one game at a time. So I think the focus should be more on the game and everything, apart from the talking point being we playing Pakistan. But yes, of course, it's going to be dramatic. I hope there is no handshake, but I think I'll leave it to the players because I think we should focus on the sport.
Oh, that's a big call by Prabhu. Rakshit, do you agree with Prabhu?
Yes, the women's game needs visibility and it should not be overshadowing. And I feel it depends on, like Prabhana said, a handshake. Depends on the players, but we should be good in the field, like not overshadowing the team.
What do you think, Praveen? Do you agree with Prabhu and Rakshit? Prabhu said, I hope there is no handshake. Rakshit sort of agreed with him. Is that the way to go now, India Pakistan games?
See, I mean, I would love to say one proverb. Gone are those days where indolence runs parallel to condolence. So, from fans' perspective, yes, it's exciting to see this sort of drama or the feel. But from the best interest of the game, these are all immaterial. See, while we speak about handshakes, there were unnecessary, sort of gestures from the Pakistan players in the Super Force. So, what I expect as a fan is this is something should not be done. Handshakes is something a customary procedure. It's not a rule which needs to be adhered. That's fine. But antics of the players is something needs to be monitored. No one should cross the line. And the way our Team India boys have actually exhibited excellent character, dignity, and poise, that is, salute for our Team India. That's what we are known for, great culture and all. So antics is immaterial. What I would suggest is antics should not cross the line.
Abhijit, what's your take? What's your take on this?
Yeah, I'll agree with almost everyone's opinion here is that cricket should take the center stage here. The reason why we are talking about this is because Indian cricket is in a position where we can afford to take risk or anything. But looking at the women cricket right now, India need a World Cup right now. In men's cricket, we have achieved so many things that we can afford to take that risk. We can afford to say like, okay, we can beat the Pakistan or we cannot play, we can boycott everything. But in women's cricket, we need that push. Yes, we talk about WPL and everything, but we are still struggling against England, South Africa, or New Zealand. I mean, we need to take that leap of faith. I mean, as a player, as a fan, as a everyone who is the stakeholder of Indian cricket, they need to equally come up with the support of women's cricket team. So cricket should take the center stage. Having said that, there are lives, there is terrorism. I mean, nobody can take this away from us. So everything should be common, and every cricketer, every other sports, every other player, in respective of their gender, should have their equal opportunity to express what they want to do, what they don't want to. So as whatever Indian men team did, I expect the same from Indian women team, because this I mean the call has been made by government, because the individual sports, they cannot suffer by not playing Pakistan. But can we suffer that right now? I mean, if tomorrow Pakistan comes in the final, we cannot boycott that, because we need a World Cup. We are yet to get our maiden one, right? So cricket should take the center stage with whatever has been done in men's cricket. Probably that should be replicated, and cricketer also, I am assuming they were more focused on the on-field matters rather than these.
What's your take on it, Prabhu, about this whole thing?
I,
The
th- I think
Pakistan
it.
game.
I think everybody said it right, because what I am little concerned is we have tougher opposition to face later in the stage. Of course, like Surya Kumar said, let's not talk about rivalry when we keep winning on one side. So I don't want that kind of thought process here. I just want the team to focus on getting those 2 points, setting things right. I think that should be the focus of the team. Of course, we have to respect every fan sentiment, because each one might have a different opinion. So that's why I said maybe let's hope they don't shake hands. And I also don't want them to be disturbed by all these news and all the headlines, or what. I don't want them to think what media would say, what fans would say. what will they talk about back in India when they're playing outside India. So I don't want that to happen. I just want them to focus. We should give them the freedom because, of course, as said, now this is the chance. Of course, WPL is taking the game to every corner of the nation. But I think this win here, a few games on the run up to the knockouts, this will really help spread women's cricket very much. So I think that's what our team is, and I am sure the team is mature enough to focus on the game. We have strong contenders, we have performers, so I'm sure they are focused on what they have to do.
Johns, we've heard varied sorts of opinion about the Pakistan game. Where do you stand on this whole divide? There's opinions divided in the country about whether India should play Pakistan, not play Pakistan. Where do you stand?
First of all, I think we should give that to players. They are handling the pressure. They are looked after by millions of fans across the country as well. So I think players should be taking the decision. It depends on what Harmanpreet Kaur decides or what Smriti Mandhana decides as well. And if you look at for women's cricket, I don't see that rivalry between India and Pakistan compared to men's cricket. The intensity or the drama in women's cricket has been really less, especially because of Pakistan hasn't grown into that level in women's cricket. If you look at Australia, England, South Africa, New Zealand, India are the top states, and the tier two will be Pakistan, Bangladesh, etc., etc. So the rivalry is less, but I still believe it depends on the players what they decide, and we should give that. To them because they are playing after all they are part of that intensity or they are in the 22 yards as well. So I think we should give that to the players. Even Suryakumar Yadav mentioned as well, there was no communication from BCCI or higher official. It was the call was taken within the group, within the management. So I think they should continue that what Smriti Mandhana decides before the game, etc.
We've got some subscriber questions coming in, and let's start taking them one by one. I'll go to you first, Rakshit. It comes from Mitali Shekhawat, and she says, "Who will be top four in Women's World Cup?" I think she means who are going to be the top four teams in your view in the Women's World Cup this time.
Yeah, for me, first India, second Australia, third New Zealand, and fourth will be South Africa. Top four.
Okay. What's your take, Praveen?
So I would go with, yeah, of course, it's one is India, two is Australia, three will be there, it's South Africa, and fourth might be England.
Okay. Abhijit, what's your take?
Australia, India for sure, and England definitely. And I'm still not sure about the fourth one, but I would like to go with probably South Africa or New Zealand. So probably New Zealand.
Johns?
I think India, Australia will be sure short. They are the top two sides, and number three will be England. The number four is same. It's really tough to call, but I would say South Africa because of their all-round ability and their experience as well. Most of the players have been playing the WPL, so I think number four will be South Africa.
Prabhu, what's your take?
Oh, very same as John's. Australia, India, England, and South Africa in that order. I think that's going to be the top four.
Okay. So I think that more or less everyone's certain that the top four teams are. It's a pretty small field in that sense, isn't it, Rakshit? Very easy to pick the top
Yes.
four sides in the women's
Yes.
competition.
Yes. And it's gonna be tight competition between South Africa and England. Like both the squads looks very strong.
Where does that leave Praveen, the likes of Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh? Where are they headed in your view?
I mean, see, definitely not in the top four, right? If you ask me, Pakistan, I'll put it at the bottom of the table, right? It's not about being emotional about what's happening around, but it's a real fact of the performance on the field. If you see the past few months or years, Pakistan is really rallying at the bottom. And of course, yes, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, I will not rule them out, but at the same time, can't expect them to be in the top four at all. So probably they might stand post the round robin league, probably somewhere on the sixth or seventh position as such. But the real competition lies with this top big four. Definitely it's India, and I'm sure India will lift the cup. And it's Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti really deserves this sort of World Cup. Not to forget the earlier legends who have actually sowed the seeds for this great platform. like Mitali Raj and all. And the current generation people are the one, if they can lift the cup here on the home ground, India, nothing like that. I mean, this will be a big inspiration for the future generations to come.
Abhijit, is it a worrying sign that women's cricket is basically about those top four teams and the other teams are struggling to match up to the standards?
Definitely, first of all, cricket is such a sport. I mean, even in the men team, like it's not wide as football or anything, but at least it should match the spectrum of men's cricket. I mean, if we look at the T20I format, at least if you take like top 20 teams, like on their given day, they can beat any top team in the men's cricket. So similarly, I would expect women's cricket to catch up, but it is coming up. I mean, right now the pay gap is not is very thin from Indian team at least point of view with the latest development from Indian cricket team. So I would expect all the other teams also to do the same, and the signs are positive, but as you said, the gap is still there, and the gap is still big, and hoping to see the gap become thin in coming years.
What's your take, Johns, on this? The gap, is it really as massive as it seems, or are we reading too much into it?
In ODIs, yes, but in T20s, we have seen New Zealand
Short
winning
of
the
it.
last Women's T20 World Cup. But in ODIs, it's very tough. As like if you look at how much money they are investing, even Sri Lanka hasn't played much cricket. If you look at India, India has played lots of cricket in 2025. They played against Ireland, Australia, then they went to England, and they have been playing continuously. But you can't compare that to Bangladesh team or Sri Lanka team. They play very rarely, especially in ODI format. So I think ICC need to come into that as well. Everyone needs to play, and that helps to grow as well. In T20s, everyone has leagues like 100 League is there, WPL is there, then Big Bash WBBL is there. But in ODIs, there is that much. So I think there should be something like ODI Super League, which we had for men's cricket, and everyone will be playing around 27 or 30 ODIs in that span. So that will be helping to reduce the gap in future as well. So that is what I wish to happen in future.
Okay, Prabhu, we have a few comments, few reactions from few of our subscribers. Akshay says, "I hope at least the women's team sees cricket as sport and behaves according to sportsmanship and not political agendas." What's your take on that, Prabhu? This is with regards to the mother of all games on Sunday.
I think the Indian men's team also did the same. They just focused on the game. Of course, towards the end of the game, some gestures, some comments on the press and all that. But I think the men's team also did the same. I'm sure the same way the women's team is also going to focus on that because they have a different target. As we talked about, the top four is going to be really tough. We have a nice top teams. England is going to be tough. Australia is going to be tough. So I think they will take the game against Pakistan as a stepping stone to fine tune the team to figure out where they are placed, how they need to focus on the game, and as a kind of not really a practice because we can't take any team easily. But I think they will use this as a game to develop and improve themselves as we go into the tournament.
Rakshit, do you really believe that there were political agendas at play when the men's team was playing against Pakistan?
No, the players were doing, what they have, decided, and there's nothing. It's all, media hype, drama, and all. But it's all, they did what they wanted to do. That's it.
Praveen, what's your take?
I mean, see, I would not term this as a political agenda, but still, as I said that in the Super Force, the unnecessary antics of the Pakistan players. This is absolutely unnecessary and unwanted and uncalled for. So this is something needs to be controlled and curtailed as well. And I don't see this happening in the women's game for sure. And again, whatever we said, end of the day, for our players, the name in front of the jersey is more important rather than the name behind the jersey. So once they step in, they will go all out for India. They'll put their blood, they'll put their life, and I'm sure will come out with flying colors.
Johns, what's your take?
Yes, I agree with Praveen sir. Like, if you look at the gestures during the Super Four, it was really unnecessary for Pakistan players what Haris Rauf did, or even if you look at what Abhishek said after the match as well, they were coming after. Even they can't say what Pakistan bowlers were saying to the publicly. So I think there were too many unnecessary stuff for Pakistan, and they should have avoided as well. That made this game. Even if you look at the final as well, how Tilak Verma reacted after the winning, after making the winning shot as well. Even he mentioned as well. So they were crossing line, but I don't think that will be happening in women's cricket. If you look at previous matches as well, whenever India and Pakistan played, that hasn't conveyed that to women's cricket. So I really hope the game goes well. And at the end of the day, you need to have the game should be at the top, not the political agendas or not the unnecessary ads from players as well. So I really hope it goes well on Sunday in Colombo.
Abhijit, this whatever has happened in the past fortnight has really divided opinions, especially in India, and like everybody's had a say on this matter. Where do you stand on this whole issue about politics and cricket and gestures and not gestures?
See, I mean, people say there should not be a mix between cricket and politics, but there was a mix.
Abhijit?
Definitely,
Yeah,
there
go
was
on.
a member of ministry presenting the cup, right? So that's where everything became the merging of cricket and politics. So Indian team did whatever they were supposed to do. They were supposed to play cricket. They were supposed to take against the opposition. They did that very well. I mean, there was no provoking, no answer to the provocation that the spectators did. I mean, what Harry Shroff started, where he started is actually the answering to the provocation from the audience, not as a celebration to taking wicket or anything. So Indian team did whatever they were supposed to do, and I'm a little bit biased because my favorite player used to be Gautam Gambhir, and whatever if till the time he is there in Indian cricket, he will definitely do whatever is right for the team. If he is inside the field, he will make sure whatever has been done stay under the sports spirit. So Indian team, especially whatever was supposed to be coming from Indian team, it has been the same. They were supposed to do win and do everything. They did. They gave the interview to the right people, and they decided not to take from someone who has the past record to speak against India. So definitely there was politics involved. I mean, I'm not sure whether they would have refused to take from Wasim Akram or Wakar Yunus, but whatever happened from a Indian cricket team fan, I'll stand by my team. I'll stand whatever they did was right.
Prabhu, we've had two games. The second game is underway right now in Indore, Australia and New Zealand. Yesterday, India had bit of a collapse. Today, Australia had bit of a collapse. That's the question from sports fan. And I want all of you to weigh in on that one by one. Sports fan says, will this tournament test batting depth of teams in both games till now? And we've got a very small sample size. Australia and India have shown, even after collapsing, they have made a fabulous comeback to post a decent score. Is that really the case in your view?
I think I would agree with this because I feel that the bowlers are going to be the key in the World Cup this time. Of course, it's generally, when we play in the subcontinent, it's always about the runs and the batting. And of course, most of the teams are strong. But I'm sure, this World Cup, it's all about bowlers. And I believe we have a couple of them, Renuka and Deepthi. So, I'm sure I bank on them to be, bringing us the trophy this time. So, yes, for sure, yes. Answering the question, bowlers are going to be the key, and batting is going to be tested across all the games.
Rakshit, is it really going to be about the batting depth as sports fan seems to suggest?
Yes, sir. Even yesterday when I was in Guwahati, in the middle overs, people thought India is losing, but the way our bowlers turned out and changed the game was inspirational, and it was a game changer in yesterday's match. So yes, bowlers will be the key role.
Abhijit, where do you believe this tournament is going to be won or lost?
It is going to be won whenever the team peaks at the right time, wherever they find the right balance. Because in a long tournament like this, you need to have your best 11 fielding. I mean, of course, there will be a mix of this player going into the squad, this player sitting out. So whoever peaks at the right time, whoever has the momentum at the business end of the tournament, they are definitely going to win. Having said that, India will definitely play in front of the home crowd, in front of their home backyard. So also India has been tested in the past series against Australia, where they have won one, almost chased 400. So India is coming from a very, very brilliant test to like a peak in the World Cup. So this is where I see whoever peaks at the right time, whoever finds the momentum at the right time is going to win.
Johns, what do you think is going to be the key in your view?
I think batting depth will be one of the main reasons who wins the World Cup. Even if you look at Indian team, they have Sneha Rana as number 9, so you can look at the batting depth for, and that is one of the main reasons why they won yesterday as well. When they had the middle order collapse, they had Amjot Kaur, Dipti Sharma, Sneha Rana, and everyone chipping in for 40s or 30s, etc. Even both of them scored 50s. So I think that will be one of the major reasons if the India is going to win the World Cup. But still, I believe the new ball attack. That will be that you need to pick wickets with the new ball, and it will put the any team under pressure as well. Even if you look, and there will be due factor. So the new ball will be very crucial. And the matches starts at 3 p.m. Even if you look at the ODI World Cup which happened in India, which was earlier, and some of the matches were happening at 2 p.m. or 1:30, but the women's game was starting at 3 p.m. So that will later end of the tournament there will be much more due. So I believe the new ball attack will be crucial moving forward, especially in the later half of the tournament.
Praveen, finally, what's your take on this particular topic? Is it about batting depth? Is it about bowling depth? Is it about having options? India had the all rounders yesterday. Australia have the depth today. Are these two teams the team to beat then?
I mean, see, batting depth is definitely required in these conditions, but the majority of the game will be decided in the middle overs. That's what I strongly believe. Reason being, in the beginning overs, the ball will be very hard. Probably it's easy to bat, and in the middle overs, when actually the biggest one, the spin comes into picture. That's when the batsman will be so careful. And we, from India team perspective, our spin is very critical, and we do also have the middle order batting where we can tackle the middle overs while the opposition team is bowling the spin. So while I say this again, it also depends on whether we bat first or bat second. While we bat second, underneath the light, the dew might be there. It might be a bit easy for us. But while batting first, that's when we need to have some sort of accelerator on the pedal, especially in the middle overs. Let's not bog down with the wickets. At least rotate the strike, tackle the bowling of the opposition team, and use your batting depth probably in the slow overs. So that's how we need to play: batting first or batting second.
As you can expect, the Pakistan game is really the game that everyone is talking about, even on our chat window. And Prabhu, and this is a question that will go out to everyone. First, starting off with you, Prabhu. Pooja Sharma says, "Why are we playing Pakistan? Why cannot we boycott the Pakistan game? Forfeit the points. To hell with the points."
I think that's not a choice we should think in a sport. If we are in to play the World Cup, I think we should forget all that and we should play Pakistan. It doesn't matter whether it's Australia or Pakistan. When they are on the field, they're just an opponent. The team just needs to just go play their game. It's a sport. End of the day, it's a sport. So if we decide to play the World Cup, let's forget all this and play the game. That's it. That's my opinion.
What's your take, Rakshit? Should we be
In my
boycotting, forfeiting the points?
No, no. In my view, women's game needs visibility, and this women's World Cup is a perfect platform for them to to prove. And I'm also confident that women's cricket of Indian cricket team will prove in this big platform.
Johns, what's your take? Should India be forfeiting the points and boycotting the Pakistan game?
No, I don't think we should look at that way because we are hosting the World Cup, and if we are boycotting, then it won't be given the right stuff to whole world as well. Like if someone is watching for cricket for the first time, and India is hosting the tournament, and if they are going to boycott, I don't think that's the right way or right message moving forward as well. Especially India has lots of ambitions moving forward in sports. They want to host the Olympics, or if they want to host another another kind of sports, etc. If you are boycotting, then it's not the right message as well. There will be some opposition from other leaders or other countries as well. If they are allowing India to host, and if they are going to boycott, I don't think that's the right message. We should play, and we should beat them as well. That's the best. Even if you look at the Asia Cup, the first game there was lots of boycott, etc. And India won the first game, then India won Super Four, and then India won the finals as well. And after that, even Prime Minister also tweeted for Indian team after the victory. So I think we should give that in the field, not look to boycott, etc. I don't think that's the right idea moving forward as well. We should be playing the sport.
Praveen, Johns is right. When it started, everybody said boycott, and when it ended, people said, "Why are you not congratulating the Indian team for winning the tournament?" So from boycott to people doing a
Live
complete
screening.
yeah, live screenings in various movie halls. So it was not a 180-degree turn; it was a 720-degree turn in the way everybody reacted to it. What's your take?
See, right. See, every individual will have their own, his or own opinion, which we need to respect. So, I mean, primarily, you know what? We run by emotions. Initially, we say yes, boycott. The moment we win, we start celebrating. We forget about the term called boycott, right? So, it's all about emotions. The way we need to manage those emotional aspects. Yes, we as fans, we are emotional, but end of the day, the decision has been taken by the leaders in charge, and these decisions are not easy. Trust me, the leaders will actually factor in lots of points here and issues and whatnot, everything. So once the decision has been made, all that the players can do is step onto the field and play this beautiful sport, and all that we fans can do is cheer for our team and enjoy this beautiful sport. So let's keep aside this whether we need to boycott or celebrate. I would say, I'd rather say celebrate this beautiful game of cricket, cheer up for our great women's Indian cricket team, and support them. And I'm sure, as I said, definitely it's Team India will win, not just India Pakistan match, but this World Cup as well.
What do you think, Abhijit? Where do you stand on this whole debate?
I mean, for me, anyone who is taking up sport should be given the equal opportunity. And if tomorrow Pakistan comes into final, then do we need to forget the amount of hard work each of these cricketer has done in their whole lives to not to get a podium to finish with the not to be denied a chance to become a World Cup winner. I mean, this decision has not been only done for cricket. This decision has been done for all the sport. I mean, tomorrow, do you ask Neeraj Chopra not to compete against Arshad Nadeem? Because there is a rivalry ongoing. I mean, he also deserves to prove himself where he stands. So, from sports person's point of view, they should be given equal chance. And from fans' point of view, see, I mean, you always have the option not to watch and say or voice your opinion. So please do it as much as you want because this is a democratic country, and you should also do so that your voice is also heard, our voice is also heard. That's why we are doing this kind of podcast now. As the players, they should get equal opportunities to present to showcase their skills. Because if today, I mean, there was a legend game where in England where India could not go till the final because they did not play against Pakistan, where Shikhar Dhawan, Yuvraj Singh were playing because they had to face Pakistan in semi-final or something. Can we afford this today in women's cricket? No, we definitely need the women's World Cup trophy in our cabinet rather than talking about this thing. Because if today Indian women's team wins a World Cup, then that is going to be a big game changer rather than not playing against Pakistan.
John, sir, there's a question for you specifically, and it comes from Bhavik Aswani. He's asking which team John support more, CSK or Team India? You've got a contender there right above you in Prabhu for CSK, so please answer carefully.
I think it's the jersey. The blue jersey comes first any day, anytime. I'm sure
But
that's
John
the
is
same for everyone.
but Johns is not answering. He's keeping quiet. He's still not answering.
Johns,
No, we can discuss that later. We can discuss about women's
Oh,
cricket.
diplomatic reply. Diplomatic reply. If ever there was one. Diplomatic reply. He's wearing a blue jersey, but his heart still beats for Chennai Super Kings. George, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. He's still not replying.
No, we can discuss about women's cricket right now.
A sportsman says,
no,
Sanju
no. I think Johns. I think be it. I'm just speaking on behalf of every CSK fan. It's not just Johns or anybody else. Of course, there is always this topic that, which comes first, whether the franchisee or the nation. I think the answer is very simple. Nation comes first any day, anytime, all the time. See, franchisee cricket is more entertainment. So I'm sure everybody knows that, everybody respects that. So it's always that we take, of course, sometimes people go to an Indian game wearing a CSK jersey, but I saw in the Asia Cup final, we had fans in RCB jersey sitting next to Creek Superfan, the Chennai fan. So, that's because we take it little to the heart. We go there, but I think end of the day, we all support the nation first any day.
And sports fan says Sanju above everyone else. Is that the case, Johns, for you?
No, CSK.
CSK. Okay, he's made it very clear. Absolutely very clear. So, anyone has any doubts? Johns has made it clear on TOI Digital. CSK above everything else. Okay. Let's go to the next question. And as you can imagine, this whole Pakistan thing is still weighing on everybody's mind. And coming to you, Rakshit, first, Amit Kumar says Surya handled the handshake row really well. Will Harmanpreet feel that pressure? You're on mute, Rakshit. You're on mute.
Yeah, definitely. I feel Harmanpreet Kaur will handle the pressure well, and there's no boundaries between men and women. And she's a well experienced captain, and she can do well. And I hope she wins against Pakistan on Sunday in Colombo.
Is that a doubt at all, Abhijit, in your view, winning against Pakistan on Sunday?
Definitely not. And I would like to answer another question. Will Harmanpreet feel the pressure? Probably people don't know what she did against Bangladesh team. She literally refused to pose with the team when they leveled the series with Bangladesh, saying that the umpires from Bangladesh were little bit partial towards her. So she has done that in the past. So there should not be any question on feeling pressure, at least to Harmanpreet.
Praveen, what's your take?
See, Harmanpreet is an experienced stalwart of this game, right? She has seen many ups and downs, not just in her career, in her life and everything. And she's matured enough, experienced enough to handle this pressure. And I'm sure she will handle it with utmost poise, definitely for sure.
Prabhu, what's your take on this? Will Harmanpreet?
I think, I think even if she's offered a hand to shake, she will refuse and smile and move away.
Yeah, she's a DSP in the Punjab police, so she knows
Yeah,
how to handle.
And
handle.
also,
right.
and also, she's a proper Punjabi, Punjabi jet.
Johns, your take?
I think Harman will be handling the pressure because she has been the captain for Indian team for a long time. She has led the WPL franchise, then Indian cricket for last 5 to 7 years as well. So I think she'll be handling that. And more than I think, if you look at as I mentioned earlier, more than Pakistan, India's eye should be towards Australia, towards England, towards South Africa, etc. for the better sides, and that will be helping them if they are having one or two victories against these top three sides, and that will be helping the semi-final or finals as well. So more than Pakistan game, I think India should be focusing more towards getting the 2 points and moving forward. These especially against Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, etc.
Praveen, the next round of questions that are coming is from Urvashi Rao, and she says Pakistan does not deserve to be part of cricket fraternity. Throw them out of the international community. Who is with me? Praveen, are you with Urvashi?
I mean, not exactly. As I said, see, every individual is entitled to have their own opinion. Okay. So, I mean, I don't think this is something our focus that whether Pakistan should be part of cricket fraternity. ICC is there to take care of that. And end of the day, this is a sport. Let's not mix the political agenda, what's happening there on the battlefield. This is a cricket field. So let's not mix a battlefield and a cricket field. So there, I mean, every player plays for the nation. Let's respect that. And we got no role to even say that Pakistan doesn't deserve to be part of cricket fraternity. While I respect that point, because as an individual, everyone are entitled to have that point. But for me, it's the call of ICC. It's not just us.
What's your take, Abhijit?
I'll definitely agree with Praveen because I mean it's not for us to say, and cricket is something that is beyond India level. ICC is handling everything. So as long as I mean even the sports overall, I think it's beyond even ICC because unless and until something like major has been there against Pakistan, they will probably be boycotted by all the sports governing bodies. So definitely, as a fan, I don't think it will be I don't have any right to comment on this at this point.
Prabhu, what's your take on this?
Exactly what Praveen really echoed what I had in mind as well because I think it's like it's about don't worry about the uncontrollable. That's what Dhoni says. So I would say that as well because as fans it's not in our case, it's not in our control. It's for the ICC to decide. So let's just as fans let's just decide whether you enjoy the sport, whether you want to watch it. Of course, as I think someone pointed earlier that we have the choice. If you don't want to watch the game, it's fine. Let's take celebrate it with family, have quality time with family. Let's not watch that particular game. Come back and cheer for the our women later, the rest of the games. But let's not comment on whether other teams should play or not. I think that's not for us to decide.
Looks like Abhijit has a fan here. Crick Circle says, big fan Abhijit sir. So congratulations on that, Abhijit. Rakshit, what's your take on this particular question?
I completely agree with Prabhu Anna. See, everyone has their opinion, but it's all we have it's all under sportsmanship, and also I feel there should be have been more India versus Pakistan games, and I personally, as a fan, I feel India should win every Pakistan game, and the rivalry should be even in the women's cricket.
And finally, Johns, what's your take on this topic?
No, I don't think we should be throwing them out of international like if you even if you look at how many nations are playing cricket, if you look at other sports, in football there will be more than 100 etc. But international cricket there will be maximum there will be only 10 to 12, and there are other rankings etc. But who are playing the full member nations. So if you are throwing out. I don't think that's ideal for cricket as well. You need to have everyone, and if there is some rivalry, you should be beating them in the field, and that would be bringing more happiness as well. So I don't think we need to throw them out of cricket community, etc.
Okay, we've had our say on that. Mitali Shekhawat and Prabhu, I want to start off with you. As a question, do you think Harmanpreet's captaincy will be judged after this World Cup if she doesn't win this World Cup?
I think it's not just a captaincy that can bring us the cup. I think there's a lot of factors beyond that. But of course, in Indians we are all emotional. So when we don't get the results in our way, people will opine and people will make comments, and of course they will judge. They will judge, but I think it's not for I think players also know that they wouldn't take this pressure at all. They would just rather focus. They're professionals in their games, so I think they shouldn't worry about it. They will not worry about it. But yes, for sure, our Indian fan community, one day they celebrate, next day they really throw the team players out. So I think results will result. The result will definitely let people judge Harmanpreet. Yes.
Praveen, what's your take? Is Harman under pressure?
I mean, sort of, definitely. If I say no, it's not the right answer because see, and another way of playing World Cup on your home ground and you're captain of the team, right? And it's Team India, it's not a small team. So, of course, there'll be a bit of pressure. But again, the preparations which have gone into this World Cup are something very good, right? They rubbed shoulders with the legends. They got to so much of experience. They played some good matches. And I'm sure she will take all these learnings into that. See, end of the day, no player will play to lose the match whenever a match is lost, probably we the fans we get hurt. But trust me, the players are the one who get the hurt most. So they don't play to lose a match. Of course, everyone will play their best to win. At sometimes things doesn't go in our favor. That's fine. But end of the day, as we go emotionally, the first acts will be on the captain. But end of the day, it's a team sport. It's a team sport. It's a team of 11 players who are playing on the field. So everyone has got an equal role while every individual has their own what do you call ideas or sort of calibers. Putting all together in one particular place is it's the captain's job. So that's the reason the focus is more on the captain. But end of the day, she's leading the team, a beautiful bunch of 11 players. So let's enjoy. She'll be under pressure, but I'm sure that pressure will turn into an immense pleasure for everyone.
Rakshit, what's your take on this?
For me, Harmet Kaur, our captain, has already proved in the big stages. Like she has led India to the finals in ICC tournaments and all. She'll handle better. And there's only one threat for us. It's Australia. She needs to master in that games, and that's it. We'll win the World Cup.
John, is it easier said than done handling pressure?
I think if you look at Indian team right now, Smriti Mandhana is waiting for the captaincy spot. So if the World Cup will be after 4 years as well. So I believe it might be the last ODI World Cup for Harmanpreet Kaur as a captain. We don't know as a batter if she continue, she can, and she has been doing so well, especially with the bat. But as a leader. I believe it might be her last World Cup, especially with Smriti Mandhana waiting, and she has been proving with RCB, and we all know what she has done with the bat. But I don't feel she is under pressure to prove anything. We have seen how well she has done as a captain, as a batter, etc. Even if you look at as a batter, she has a remarkable record. And if you look at any batter in Indian women's cricket, I don't think they can match what Harman has done in ODI World Cups. If you remember the semi-final knocks, even in the last World Cup as well, even though India lost in the first round, but Harman was doing so consistently. So I don't think she'll be under pressure, but she will be looking forward to create history as well. We haven't won a women's World Cup as of now, so if she can do that, especially playing under home conditions as well, so she'll be looking forward to making history. But I don't think she'll be under pressure to prove anything to anyone.
Finally, Abhijit, do you sense that Harman is under pressure?
No, definitely not. And I mean, the batting of Harmanpreet will be a little bit more under scrutiny rather than the captaincy of it, unless and until there is a dramatic collapse, like how Pakistan got the collapse in the World Cup final, or there is some major disappointing bowling change where, like, she gives the 49th over to the best bowler rather than the 48th or 50th. So unless and until some kind of dramatic events happen on the field, which is very much unlikely. So she will, if she proves her batting ability like she has been doing that for a long time, then definitely she will going to retain the captaincy spot, unless and until the selectors look to build the squad for the next cycle, because she is already what, 37 by next year. So yeah, the batting of Harmanpreet Kaur will be more judged rather than the captaincy.
Johns, you seem to be on everybody's mind because there's one more question again from Bhavik Aswani. He's asking if Ruturaj Gaikwad is your current favorite player.
No, current
What happens
favorite
to
is
Sanju? What happens to Sanju then?
no, current favorite is Rishabh Pant.
Rishabh Pant. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So he's changing tracks now, everybody. CSK over Team India, Rishabh Pant above Sanju Samson. So you're getting revelations here on Beyond the Boundary today from everybody. The final question, which is coming to all of you, and this is from Tanya Surya, and I want all of you to be very honest about this answer. And I want to start off with you, Praveen. Uh, is there one thing each one of you is envious about other social media influence?
I mean, there's nothing as such. See, that's what. See, influences are there. I mean, if you see the growth of the influences, right? I mean, there are quite a few people here itself, right? The pain they have taken, the efforts they have taken, the sacrifices they have made. I mean, it's not so easy. It's not so easy. So there is nothing as such, envy as such. Everyone together celebrate each other's success, and someone has some sort of off day, we stand by each other. So there is nothing about envy, something like that. Of course, during IPL, there'll be some sort of banters here and there, supporting our own team. So we be behind CSK and Artala Dhoni, and of course, some people come to some sort of banter. We do it. That everything is in a healthy manner, as Prabhu said. Like there was an RCB fan sitting next to great super fan in Asia Cup final, and that's how warm-hearted we all of us are from fans' perspective. So absolutely, there's nothing envious about others.
Prabhu, what's your take?
yeah, I don't think there is anything special. Rather, actually, I would like to put it on record that not many people know that actually we, all these super fans, of course, franchisee cricket, we are different fans of individual legends and all that. But we come together most often and have fun and we celebrate, once in a year, or in fact, at least 4 to 5 times a year, we meet up in some events. We all have fun. We actually take inspiration from each other rather than being jealous or envious about somebody's growth or something. In fact, I was on a flight with Johns. He was giving me tips on, telling that why don't you tweet about this, daily stat on this, why don't you do this on CSK fan club. When I sit and talk with Rakshit, we share a lot of ideas. We discuss together on how to make the community better, how to inspire others. So I think there is nothing to be jealous about or something. Rather, not many know that we are all interconnected, and we often discuss a lot about growth and helping each other.
So Rakshit, everybody's hoping for a Anurag Kashyap movie, but the way Prabhu is explaining, it seems to be a Suraj Barchadya movie.
Chandresh sir, me personally, I've grown seeing Prabhu Anna from my childhood. I was a little kid that
Oh,
time.
Prabhu is aging, being an ageist, huh? Be careful.
So we never thought we'll be in this stage. It's almost took 10 years to grow, and then people started recognizing us, and also even we got platform to to give our reviews on the cricket.
What's your take, Abhijit?
See, I mean, first of all, I enjoyed cricket. That's why I started talking about it. And it's easier to become visible with supporting just one team. That is, during the IPL, we get that platform rather than India. That's why we get this kind of visibility. Like earlier, Sudhir and everyone used to get that kind of opportunity. But IPL has, like, if earlier there were three super fans for India, right now it will be multiplied by 10 because there are 10 different teams. And that's why we took this path. But because of our love for cricket only, I will definitely I started creating content. I mean, of course, there are like Rakshit. My fan club is named after his fan club. If anything I need any guidance, I reach out to Prabhu Anna. It's other thing he doesn't have much time. He's much busier than me, Vishal Podu Army and everything. And yeah, I mean, had this been an IPL time, I would have definitely loved to comment Jones that when everyone is expecting the captain to come into field, he's not answering. Similar kind of behavior from CSK point of view, but right now it's Indian cricket, right? It's India. So this kind of banters and all will go. But as long as the 10 months of non-IPL action, we all are helping each other actually. And most of the time, I'm still like growing phase in whatever Insta I am doing. So I take advice from most of them here, and they are always more than kind to help me with their suggestions and everything.
Johns, at least you tell us that it is not Hum Saath Saath hai.
No, no, like everyone has helped each other.
Oh,
If
he's
you look at
agreeing. It's not Hum Saath Saath. He's saying he's agreeing.
no, no,
Go on,
nothing.
go on.
If you look at when Rakshit started his YouTube channel, he invited me, at least in the top two. He invited me to talk in his YouTube channel. Even if you look at Prabhu sir, he has helped me a lot in last few years. Then there is Saravanan, CSK fan. So everyone knows each other. If you look at in last few years, we have met in different areas. Even everyone went to South Africa, etc., to watch SA T20. So everyone is interconnected, and everyone would be at least we see together 3 or 2 times in a year as well. So everyone has been so kind as well throughout this journey. So I don't think there is any issue, and if there is an issue, then we won't be talking like this in a platform as well. So I don't think there is anything that wrong happens anywhere, anything else.
Okay. One final thing from all of you. I want one crazy prediction from all five of you from the in this Women's World Cup. Starting with you, Prabhu. One crazy prediction that you think will happen, something that will happen in this Women's World Cup.
India England final,
Okay. Rakshit,
Australia out. Yeah.
Australia out. Okay. Rakshit,
India versus Australia, and India beating Australia, taking revenge for the past ICC events.
Abhijit.
Mm, at some point, probably Smriti Mandhana going to score a 200 because she is in purple patch right now.
Okay. Johns. Johns, you're on mute.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yes, I think a super over in semi-final.
Oh, massive. And finally, Praveen.
In fact, Abhijit has read my mind. Okay, I was about to echo that statement. There's Mandana hitting a double century in a World Cup. Nothing like that.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. On that note, thanks a lot, gentlemen, for joining us today. Prabhu, Rakshit, Johns, Abhijit, Praveen, thanks a lot, all five of you, for being on our show today. Really loved having this chat with you today. Hope you liked the chat as well. Please remember, all of you who are watching us on TOI Digital or whatever platforms, like, share, subscribe, and comment on all our videos. We'll keep having these fun conversations right here. That's it for today. Thanks a lot, gentlemen, and thanks a lot to everybody watching us and to our backend team. We'll be back tomorrow with yet another look at what's happening in Indian cricket. Till then, take good care of yourselves. It's goodbye and God bless from all of us.